Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. Happy to have you alongside to what should be a fantastic football showcase. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. He makes it out to about the 27-yard line. Has a man short to his left. They lose a yard with that pass.
They did a great job of keeping containment there. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that one.
Hightower can't hang on to the ball. He picks it up. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift. And he'll lose yardage on the play.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
He found some daylight. The stop was made by Kerry Rhodes. Runs for 8 yards.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Hit as he throws. Just barely past the line of scrimmage. They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal. This kick will be from about 41 yards out. It's no good. Missed it to the right. Hightower gets the call.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
He's going to throw it. Carr was there to bring him down.
It really is so much the key to the football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
He's tackled at the 49-yard line. Short gain on that completion. Short throw to the left. He's dropped down at the 48-yard line. Surveys the field. He's brought down at the 45. Fitzgerald grabs that one for a gain of 3 on the play. Fourth down. The Cardinals ready to punt this one away. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. A missed field goal ended their last drive. Let's see if they can put something together. Inside handoff. That's a 3-yard gain.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
They'll keep it on the ground again.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Here they go. 3rd down and 8. And the ball is on the 21. Looking for a man. He's wrestled down at the 25.
The Cardinals did a good job forcing a 3-and-out. Anytime a defense can come up with 3 solid plays in a row like that, you know they are right on schedule.
Andre Roberts awaiting the return. Flag down. First time we've seen one today.
Personal foul, flipping on the receiving team. Repeat, 4th down.
And they line the ball up at the 26. Short throw to the right. 2nd down now following the incomplete pass. That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. Short pass to his left. He's hit, but he's still on his feet. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Give to the tailback. A gain of 6. Second down. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Here's a handoff left side.
Holding.
And that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding.
Still.
And it'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty, because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened.
And he's hammered at the 29.
I really like what they did that time. Nice job by the Chiefs.
The sack brings up a 4th and very long situation. He takes the ball at the 20. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return. He did a good job at least fielding the punt with these tough wind conditions. The give to the tailback. Charles gets 8 yards on the play. And 2 yards away here on second down. Charles again. And the tackle was made by Hayes. There's no score after 1 quarter of play here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's the tailback.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
Flips it out short to his left. He's knocked out of bounds at the 38.
Matt Castle is certainly one of the most improbable success stories we've ever seen in the National Football League. And as he gets more experience, he just seems to get better and better. And a lot of times in that situation, they read offensive linemen. And the minute you see those offensive linemen, sometimes even in their stance, sort of sitting back, you know the counter's coming, you can get penetration and make a play in the backfield just like that.
Handoff to the right. Just about 3 yards there.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
The pass is tipped away. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
It's fourth down. The Chiefs line up to punt. The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt it away. Hightower gets the carry, right side.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Oh, he's off. And they finally get him to the ground at the 48-yard line.
Way to go, Rook.
After the big ground gainer, it's first down and 10. He's searching for a receiver. Demario Williams was there for the stop. Doucette makes his third grab. And it's now 2nd and 6. Ball on the 48-yard line. Goes for it all. He's tackled at about the 9-yard line by Barry.
Yeah, I understand that you have to mix it up defensively, but if you're going to take that kind of chance and bring that kind of pressure, you are clearly vulnerable to a big play just like that.
First down and goal for the offense now after that big pass play. Flips it out short. And he's tackled at the 3. Breston with his third reception. Now 3 yards for the score. Anderson with the give.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
Rolling out to his right. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass. They're going to go for the easy 3 here. This will be a 22-yard attempt. The kick is good. Feely is just about ready to kick this one away. Lawrence is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Taken from the 3-yard line. He's stopped at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs will begin this drive at the 24-yard line. Looks for the safe short throw. Gain of 8 on the pass. Second down and 2 to go. Ball is on their own 33.
Those are money yards right there. Just a couple of yards on the game, but anytime you look up and they're moving the change, you know you've done your job.
He's wrestled down at the 41-yard line. 6-yard gain on the run. And that'll bring up second down. On their own 41-yard line. Jones. Sweep left. Jones. Gains about 2 yards on the run. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. He's dropped down at about the 49-yard line by Gerald Hayes. They line up at the 49. He throws short. Thomas Jones was his intended target. Dumps it out left. He's tackled at the 37. Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. First down and 10. He's going deep. The pass falls incomplete. That incompletion will bring up second down. He loads up for the deep throw.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Loads it up. Looking end zone. Fourth down. The Chiefs lining up to punt. He angles it out of bounds to the 18.
The Cardinals are clearly in a struggle here in this one. They know that kicking field goals is okay, but you win games in the National Football League by scoring touchdowns.
Carr picked. He's wrestled down at the 34.
And you could really see him baiting the quarterback on that one. He wanted him to believe the receiver was open, but he had it all the way.
He's brought down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid gain.
Charles fumbles the ball. Johnson picks it up. He's got room. Streaks down the sideline. They can't catch him. And just like that, they make it a two-possession game.
What a tremendous return that was, and even better, now you have a little breathing room when you look up at that scoreboard.
Feely is just about ready to kick this one away. Lawrence is back to receive the kick. Lawrence fields the ball at the 5. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Passes it short. Joey Porter with the coverage on the play. From their own 24-yard line. Has a man short to his left. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul, flipping on the offense.
And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties.
He's loose and running strong.
Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
Looked like someone might have jumped.
Even the slightest twitch by an offensive lineman will draw a flag. You know, defensive guys really have a bit of an advantage. As long as they don't cross the line of scrimmage, they can jump and flinch and try and get that offensive line to react.
And he's tackled at the 33. Pass completed, gain of 9. So that will make it second down. Gets rid of it as he's hit. Dwayne Bowe was the intended receiver.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
Man, we gotta play physical.
So, it's fourth down. And they'll line up for the long field goal try. This one from 50. The kick is off target. The offense will take over at the 40. Still looking for an open man. Breaston was the intended receiver on the play. Goes through his progression. Kansas City awaits the kickoff to start the third quarter. This will be down to the end zone for touchback. They'll go to work at the 20. First down and 10. He's going to pass. Dwayne Bowe was his intended target.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Castle, hands off. He's going to be tackled for a loss.
This is where you step up, right here, baby.
Under heavy pressure.
You have to protect the ball. It's really just as simple as that. You cannot have turnovers and expect to be successful in a game like this.
It's 4th and long now after the sack. They catch him at the 44-yard line. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
They line up at the 49. Up the middle. He's tackled at the 46-yard line.
Those are the kind of runs that really begin to take the heart out of a defense. When you can pound it at them, pick up 5 yards and a first down, those offensive linemen start to get a little strut going.
Let's do it.
Checks down to the short pass.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
He's still moving forward. Might want to start thinking of a different approach as this running game has been ineffective. So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit.
They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
It's 4th down. The Cardinals are lining up to punt this one away. Through the end zone for a touchback.
The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
Gets the pass off. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Here's the give. Charles loses the ball. The referee is going to have to dig to the bottom of this pile to see who came away with it.
Heads-up play to get that ball back for the offense. That one really could have gone either way.
They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down. Charles will try the right side.
Toss play to the outside that time, and it's so important on that play. You have to get the edge blocked. You can't allow that immediate penetration up the field. That time they did a nice job with the blocking and picked up the 1st down.
Under heavy pressure. Gets it off, and he takes a hit.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Second down and 7 yards to go. It's a pass. Throws complete, and he's hammered.
Typically, receivers are a little taller than defensive backs, so it's not a bad play on occasion to throw one up and let your guy try and go and out-jump the defender.
Surveys the field. Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete.
Matt Castle has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
It's fourth down. The Chiefs are lining up to punt it away. And they will down it at the 4. They were forced to punt on their last drive. He passes it. Breaston was the intended receiver. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball on their own 4. Here's the give. He's wrestled down at the 17.
The Cardinals have shown dominance in the ground game, and they're not letting up one bit. They'll probably look to keep pounding it so they can tire out this defense in the fourth quarter.
Here's the throw. Can't complete that pass.
Derek Anderson was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
And they line up at the 15. Rolls to his right.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
So, it's fourth down. The Cardinals lining up to punt. He takes it out and is tackled at the 48. Good coverage downfield. He's off target on the pass. Incomplete. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 48. Castle hands it left. Gary Rhodes has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle. Looking for a man. So the offense will probably head off the field after failing to convert for a first down on that series.
Really nice defensive stand. It just seemed that the defensive coordinator was inside the offensive play caller's mind that time.
Andre Roberts will be the return man. And he takes it at the 12. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much room. I have to give him credit, though. He was able to field the punt cleanly in these windy conditions. Anderson hands it off straight ahead. 3 yards there. That brings up second down. It's on their own 16-yard line. Takes a lick as he lets it go.
The Cardinals had a tough time gaining yards through the air in the first half, but that time they found some room. He stuck it in there and moved the chains.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's dropped down at the 46-yard line.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
Daylight. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. The Cardinals have possession and control of the game as we get ready to begin the fourth. He's searching for a receiver. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended receiver on the play. Pass is short right side. It's 4th down. But the punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. And the ball is down at the 4.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
It's on their own 16-yard line. Short pass to his left. And he's knocked out at the 23-yard line. He escapes the sack, searching downfield.
Defenses are getting so much better at learning how to strip the football and change the momentum of a game. That's something that's practiced much more today than it was 20 years ago.
The Chiefs get pick number 2 of the game. Jones gets the ball left side. Down the sideline.
Pretty impressive stuff. As a back, you have to just keep slamming it in there, believing that hole's going to be there eventually. That time it was, and he took advantage.
The big run gives them another 1st down and 10. Flips it out short to his left.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
Castle with the give. Gets maybe a couple.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Manages to get about 6 that time. To the end zone. Cox was his intended target. So the kicking team is on the field to try for 3 points. This will be a 36-yard try. The kick is no good. The Cardinals will start this drive at the 26-yard line. On the ground with the tailback. Hightower picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Brings up second down and 6 yards to go. Handoff to the left. He's dropped down at the 36-yard line. Picks up 6 yards, and so it will be third down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. And they didn't get it.
Big run stop that time by the defense, bringing up fourth down. Tremendous play.
Fourth down. The Cardinals ready to punt this one away. He returns to the 26. They missed the field goal their last time out. Let's see what they can do on this drive. Lets it go deep. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. And they line the ball up at the 26. Still looking for an open man.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
They go from their own 26-yard line. Goes through his progression. And he's running with a purpose now. Dexter McCluster makes his first catch of the game after going the entire first half without one. The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. Charles on the handoff, and he's tackled at the 16-yard line. Nice gain of 9 yards. Second down. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. And it looked like someone on the offensive line jumped.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
That brings up another third down attempt. And he's hit as he lets go of the ball.
Matt Castle had several options on that play, including maybe taking off and running with it, but he's got such great confidence in his arm and his receivers, he was able to make it happen.
Extra point is good. He'll down it in the end zone. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. Anderson hands it off. Demario Williams is playing with some intensity out there. He's been in on 5 tackles so far. It's now 2nd and 5. Ball on their own 25. Dumps it out left. Doucette was the intended receiver. They line up at the 25. Surveys the field. He's tackled at the 40. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter. Maybe even go to the man coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
First down, 10 to go. He throws downfield. Uh-oh, watch out. He'll just jog into the end zone. Whoa!
How about that burst of speed to take it all away? That was fun to watch.
Point after is good. With less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth, the score, the Cardinals 17, the Chiefs 7. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the NFL. Feely gets ready to kick it away. And he gets the ball at the 5. He gets out to the 28-yard line. They hand it off. He's wrestled down at the 32-yard line. Passing in this situation seems like it would have been a good idea.
Passing in every situation seems to me like it would be a better idea, but when you have the clock working against you like this, it's time to put it up.
Watch out, he's got space. Dwayne Bowe makes his first catch of the game after going the entire first half without one. Dumps it out right. And he's tackled at the 31. Charles gains about 4 yards there. That'll bring up second down. He gets off the throw. And that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding. Brown gets called for the hold. So it's second and long after the penalty. Searching for an open man. He's dropped, and that's a huge sack. So they're facing third and long following the sack. Now is a good time to take a look at the Gatorade top performers. Has a man deep. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's 6 points on the board, and it will put them in great position to win this thing.
They're in great position, but it's not over with yet because this other team has a pretty good offense and the ability to go the entire length of the field to win this one.
And this is to draw them within a field goal. And the point after is good. Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Chiefs, 14. The Cardinals, 17. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He'll return it from the 1. They catch him at the 26-yard line. There's not much left to do here except kill some clock. This game is pretty much over.
I have to agree with you on that one. Both teams have played incredibly hard out here today. It's been a tight game throughout, but a few running plays, and it looks like this one's going to be over.
Hightower gets the ball. Is this a first down? Well, here comes the measurement. The ref signals that they're just a little short. It's third down and a yard for the first. He's tackled at the 36-yard line.
Great job by the defense. They come up with a key stop. They'll have to punt the football away, and now you have a chance to win it here at the end.
He makes it out to the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Flips out short. Hayes picks it off.
Are you kidding me? You cannot throw that ball in this situation with the game on the line. That's terrible.
And it's 2nd and 12 yards to go. Ball on the 36. He takes a knee. They're facing 3rd and 14. And he'll just kneel it here. That's all from Kansas City. Highlights are coming up next. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.